Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to the Stanley Parable. So, this is actually a pretty old game. It's like 6 years old by now, but I've never played it, and I recently got it on sale. So, I figured, why not make a video on it? So, I've already configured stuff, so let's just start the game. The end is never.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winding, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So, my theory is that nothing was ever real. Alright, let's just go out. What? The controls are weird. I don't know what's up with it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
They just jumped out of the window, let's face
Stanley
it.
looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Alright, so we need to get to the meeting room. Let's go there. If we can find it, at least. Where is the meeting room? Somewhere over here. It's gotta be.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left. So, I know that this game is like, it messes with you, and it has like 19 different endings. So I don't know whether or not I should follow the instructions or not. Let's take the bald answer and actually do it, because I imagine most people actually won't.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Number slides on this slide. Slides, charts, and slide. What the heck is this, dude? Broom closet. I saw Chris was in here on
Stanley
the board.
stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
There's got to be something, right? Uh-oh. Okay. I was scared I locked myself in then. So let's go up. Let's go up.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ooh, fancy. Dude, what even is this? Executive bathroom? There's nobody here. Does this door open? No, it doesn't. Let's just get in here.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I don't trust the narrator. I don't. Alright, let's just use the code, whatever. What was it? 2845? That's not what I wanted to do.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
There.
Trying, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, there. I was expecting the bookcases to open. This is ominous. Okay. Let's just get in here. Hope I don't fall to my death. What's over here? Nothing by the looks of it. Yeah, nothing. Alright, let's move. Elevator. Uh-oh. That didn't look good. The speed also doesn't look very, very good.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Oh no.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Stanley is going to stand up to his corporate overlords. Calling
Stanley
it
walked straight ahead through the large door that
mind
read
control
Mind
facility.
Control Facility.
Escape. Let's escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't believe him. I don't believe him for a second.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I'm gonna keep
At
going.
this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
This is not gonna kill me. Or is it? Did that just kill me? No, it didn't. Uh-oh. It's about to.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his
Uh-oh.
demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow
Is there
life.
nothing I can do?
Farewell, Stanley.
I'm just gonna have to die. Well, guess this is it. And oh,
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the
Oh?
narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was
Narratorception?
obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
or not. So we've got a different narrator now, narrating the other narrator. And the game just stopped right there. Is that the end?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Oh?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
What the heck?
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh my god. That is deep. So is this a museum? Oh, you can turn these off. Did the game end? Is that it? Is that an ending? I'm gonna go look for something else.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another.
I seem to have
How
found
they wish to
something.
control one another. How they both wish to be free.
I can turn off the game? Let's do it.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No,
What?
perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
I'm so confused.
But listen to me.
Oh.
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever
No.
you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Okay, we died. We definitely died. Oh, and it's just black? Alright, so we got one ending. Let's go again. So, last time we took the left door. Let's take the one on the right this time.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
The employee lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Yes.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Can I do anything here? No, I can't. Alright, let's get over
But
here.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. Not doing that.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Oh my god, this is like a full-on warehouse. Jesus. But what does this say? Warning, do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty of misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Well, thank you very
Look,
much,
Stanley,
but
I
I
think perhaps
don't
we've
think I'll
gotten
jump
on
off.
the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
And
There's
there goes the
someone you've
fourth
been
wall.
neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her?
This
Who
it,
is her?
Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Who?
She's been waiting.
Who's he talking about? I'm confused. Dark room? Jesus. Oh my god, that
That's
scared
her,
me.
Stanley. You need to be... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone?
Maybe.
That wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I
Yes,
didn't even know
I
that
did.
was possible. Let me double check.
Well, then you haven't met me before.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible.
What did you
I can't
see?
believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Oh my god.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation?
No,
Well,
I
won't
didn't.
have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you
Uh-oh.
properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Oh god.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here,
I'd
the real
definitely
world
set
makes
them on
sense,
fire.
and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Practice? Oh god. Can I actually do anything?
Excellent.
Yeah, I can.
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Please tell me I can go make a choice that doesn't make sense.
Welcome back. You may have
What
noticed
happened
that this
here?
room has begun to deteriorate
Oh my
as a
God.
result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
There we go. Do I need to go back now? No, I don't. So I guess I just keep following the path? Oh, there's fences
Now that
on
we know
this
your
now.
choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Well, I mean, I didn't
Imagine
jump off
the main
before.
character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
Should I have jumped
Just need
off?
to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Okay. It's not well equipped to deal with reality. What does that even mean? Oh, it's forcing me into the right place now? Wait, no, it's not, because there was an open door earlier, and now there isn't. So, is it gonna force me back into my office?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the
Oh.
left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Huh.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That
What if
means
I don't?
choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
I'm still not going to.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right door.
No! Why did you do that?
Whoa,
Quickly,
what's
hurry
happening?
back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Whoa. Everything is messed up now? What if I enter that again? Nothing. Okay, so I have to go in here now. And everything's normal over here. Except he's not saying anything. Oh
It's
no.
ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked
I
about that
broke
you-
the game.
My story. You've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get
I
out of
broke
that?
the game.
What did you
Okay.
think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work?
Is this an ending?
I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
He's going to.
I have to.
Oh god. Uh-oh. Well, that was an ending for sure. Or not? Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
I'm here. I'm still here in this pile of rubbish, with you. You.
Can I
who
go
thought
anywhere?
You were so clever. Now look where we are. My
Doesn't
entire
seem
game is
to be able to.
destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Oh my god.
Oh,
There's something
my
over
story.
there. I can't get
If
there
you'd
though.
just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
Oh?
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and
It
always putting
rewound.
the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow
Huh.
my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
I'm gonna make him
When
even
Stanley
madder.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Oh. It's gonna keep
Behave
rewinding.
exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and
So,
always putting the story first.
I physically
I'm quite sure you'll
can't
be up to the task. Just follow
go
my
into
lead
the
and
right
you'll
one
be fine.
anymore.
All right.
That's interesting. So let's go into the left one this time and move through here. Oh, this is different now.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley
is the
was once
boss's
again
office.
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it.
receiver.
Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability,
Huh.
he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door?
Let's see.
Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Can I actually do it? Or do I actually have to say it? Night Shark 115. No.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Yeah, how do I do that though?
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Do I have to actually say it? Night Shark 115.
Okay, fine. You're
No.
not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way?
'Cause I had
Speak.
to.
Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
It's rewinding again.
When
Oh
Stanley
no.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the
I'm
door.
out of the game? Oh my god. That's amazing.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is
Oh my
everything okay?
god.
Stanley, please. I need you to make a
This
choice.
is crazy.
I need you to walk through the door.
The end.
Are you listening to me? Can you
That's
hear
an
me?
ending. Oh
Is
boy.
everything all right? Stanley, this is important.
So,
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand
that
me?
was
Whatever
quite
choice you make is
something.
just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can
Credits
work
are
together.
playing?
I'll accept
I
whatever
don't
you
know if
do.
this is
simply
actually an
need you to
ending.
take that step forward,
I don't
please.
trust anything in this
Choose.
game. Anything.
Do something. Anything.
So Stanley's
This
just
is more
standing there.
important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are
Huh.
you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait.
Oh, this is
You
sad.
need to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. all right.
Wow.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Is that it? That is actually it. Wow. So that's... Oh? There's more? Maybe? No. We're back at the start. So that was one of the endings. I think
But
that
Stanley
is...
simply
oh.
couldn't.
Okay. I think that's enough for this video. I've been recording for about half an hour now, I believe. So... that should be plenty of content for an episode. So... I think I'll make another video on this. This is a pretty cool game. But that will be for another time. I'm gonna go and try to get more endings, make different choices next time, and we'll see where it takes me. So thank you for watching this video. Please hit that like button, hit subscribe. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.